rack noise on the Toyota Tacoma. Let's deploy it and find out. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. That's right, we're going to find out if there is any roof rack noise on the Toyota Tacoma. I had put this roof rack on a little while back, and I did a test on it with it stowed like it is right now. In other words, with the arms locked in place. But now I'm going to open it up. We're going to see if it makes any noise with the bars across the truck. So to do it, it's pretty simple. You just have a little lever arm right here. You just kind of pull up, in theory, and it lifts up like so. Now, unless you have 8-foot long arms, you can't really reach all the way across to do the other side. So I'm going to hop off, climb up on the side of the truck, pull that one, bring it back, and then they lock down in place. Now, ideally, the rear one here is supposed to lock back here, but I can't do that without impacting or hitting the little satellite radio or the antenna back here. So I'm going to be putting it in this hole, I believe. Let me sit you guys down and I'll crawl around to the other side. We'll get that one open. Okay, kind of have to crawl up on the edge here. Remember where the thing is. There we go. Pull it up, and then it has to go over this one. We'll get to that one in a second. We'll see how it looks on the satellite or the antenna there, the shark fin. This one, once you have it there, you just push it down to snap it in. That's all there is to it. It's nice and secure. Now back to this one. Okay, now we're back here. Let's see. If I go all the way back like I'm supposed to, it is pretty darn close. And if I go ahead and snap it in, it actually does hit. So I cannot put it in the one it's supposed to be in because of the shark fin antenna, but I can put it in this one, like so. Now it's nice and tight in there, and it is right on the antenna, barely on the antenna. Not the way it's supposed to be. Obviously that's a problem. They did move the antenna further forward on the 2020s. Rumor has it they've moved it back. If you're looking to do this, make sure that you're further back. You can see I'm about the width of a GoPro sticky mount before I hit the back of the truck, which is about, I think it's about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. You need to be further back. So if you're at this level, you're too far up and you're gonna hit like I am. Irregardless, it does work. Not the way it's supposed to, but it does. Let's go take a ride and see if it makes any noise. Okay, we're inside the truck. You can hear a little bit from that clip what it sounds like outside. I know mostly wind noise, but if there was a whistle, you probably would have heard that. Now, right now, I'm cruising on a 30-mile-an-hour road. We're going, let's see, we're going 35, and I don't hear anything inside the truck. Let's put the window down. I don't hear anything except window noise, I guess. So now I'm going to turn on to a higher speed road where we can really get it whipping if we're going to hear anything. If there is any noise, this is where we'll actually hear it. Going to get up to speed. I know you can hear the fabulous sounds of the Tacoma now, but in a minute we're going to be at 55. We're at 55 right now. So this is cruising 55. I'll be quiet for a second. I don't hear anything. Before I put the window down so we can get a test with that, I'm gonna open the rear window because maybe that'll let a little bit more sound in without all the wind noise. So let's try that. All I hear is a little bit of wind noise from the rear. So I'm not getting anything crazy out of that. Let's go ahead and close that up. Okay, so we're continuing on. I've actually dropped speed a little bit. Now we're down to 50, full disclosure, because I have somebody slow in front of me. Of course, you know, don't they know I'm trying to make a YouTube video? I mean, come on, people. I'm gonna put the window down. We're still going slower. We're at about 46 miles an hour. Here we go. Yeah, all you're getting out of it is wind noise from the window itself. I don't hear anything inside the cab coming off of the roof rack up above. Now, this guy is turning. He's going to get out of my way. So after I get through this stoplight, we're going to speed up a bit and get up to more like 60 and see if there's any noise there. Here we go. Okay, we're cruising at 60 miles an hour right now. I don't hear anything other than normal truck noise. So we're gonna hit a big bump here. Here we go. Oh. Do they aftermarket suspension, they said. It won't ride any differently. You're right. Okay, so we're cruising along at 60 miles an hour. I don't hear any difference. So in a second, I'm gonna pull off and I'm gonna put the roof rack back the way it was, in other words, in normal mode, and then or stow mode, we'll call it, and then we'll take the same course back the other way and let you guys hear or see if you can hear anything or any difference between what it is right now with it open, in other words, ready to use, versus with it stowed away. Okay, here we go. It is back stowed. In other words, the bars are put back running this way on the truck. We're doing this route in reverse, so we're going to get up to 55 miles an hour, and we'll see if you notice any difference, or if I notice any difference. All right, we're almost there. There we go. We're at 55 miles an hour. Have a listen. I don't hear any difference at all. Let's put the window down. I suspect just a lot of wind noise. I just hear wind noise from the window. Got to get that window up. It's 85 degrees and humid here at 9:11 in the morning. Very, very hot. We're going to turn off onto a 30 mile an hour road now so we can get that slower speed test. We're on that road right now, so let's get up to 30, which we're there now, and have a listen. You could almost hear a pin drop in here. Let's do that back window again like we did before. There's the back window open, trying to get, you know, unwind affected sound. I don't really hear anything. And then one more shot with the driver's side window down. Not really getting anything at all. So, you know, I don't know. I've had people on the channel say that they've heard sound, it makes it louder. Now, maybe if you have a bunch of stuff on top of it, you know, I could see that, obviously. If you have things that catch the wind and whistle and stuff, then obviously you're going to get more sound, but that's not really a fault of the roof rack itself. So I don't hear any different wind noises. I don't think there's any difference whatsoever, at least not on my truck. So the one other thing I wanted to mention on this, you know, would I recommend it? It depends on what you're going for. For me, I'm happy with it because I was looking for the aesthetic value of it, the looks of it, right? I like the way it looks on the truck. I don't have any issue with the fact that it doesn't fit perfectly over the shark fin antenna. And that is the problem. If you have the model year where they move that antenna forward, as I showed you, then it's going to be a problem, particularly if you put anything on the roof rack. Go figure, isn't that what it's for? Because it's going to push it down a little bit, and that means it's going to be pushing down on the shark fin antenna, particularly when you hit bumps and stuff. I mean, if the truck is going over a bump, stuff is going to push down, and there's a possibility, I suppose, that you could actually crack or break that shark fin antenna. Obviously, nothing that you want to happen. Now, again, that only affects, I think, the 2020s and not even the full model year. I had heard that Toyota actually moved that shark fin back when it came out that it was a problem with the roof rack. So make sure you check. If you're about 1.25 inches from the back of your rear window area there, the back of the truck, then you've got a problem. If you're within, in other words, measuring from your shark antenna back, if you're within or less than 1.25 inches, then you should be fine. But buyer beware. Just make sure that that it fits, or it's gonna fit, before you actually buy it, if you're interested in it. And I would say the same thing for other models, you know, the aftermarket stuff. You know, it's designed with the proper specs in mind on the truck. And if you have a bar that goes across right at the antenna, you're going to want to make sure that you can clear that antenna before you go out and spend, I know they're very expensive, some of the aftermarket ones like the Prince's. They're excellent racks, but they're not cheap. The last thing you want to do is buy one and then it doesn't fit on there, or it breaks your shark fin antenna. What a bummer. Anyway, leave a comment. I'd be curious, you know, in our little test drive there, did you hear anything different in wind noise? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. RobMotive FST, all about my 2021 Toyota Tundra and my quest for the upcoming redesigned Tundra. And RobMotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay quiet out there. Bye.